When the Most High finishes processing your soul, but the spiritual warfare assignment changes. Hello, all. Today we will be unwrapping the post healing plot twist when the internal war ends, but the assignment continues. We've all scrolled past those spiritual gurus on Instagram, wrapped in linen like burritos, staring soulfully into canyons while whispering about their sacred healing journey. They make it seem like one sobbing session over a bundle of sage and bam. You're transformed into some enlightened being munching on organic berries and speaking only in gentle riddles. Well, I rolled up my sleeves and dove headfirst into the emotional battlefield. I journaled like my life depended on it, felt all the feels, and had a showdown with my shadow self, who, by the way, was quite the character. I kicked generational trauma to the curb, smashed those old faulty patterns, and even did a victory jig on their metaphorical graves. But surprise, surprise, no one tells you about the cosmic whiplash that hits when you're all healed up. Channeling my inner John Travolta meme, thinking, okay, now what? The identity crisis of being formally fked up. When you spend years in the trenches of spiritual warfare, healing becomes your entire personality. Your routine is built around processing, shedding, and overcoming. You're a spiritual warrior, damn it. You knew exactly who you were, a beautifully tragic work in progress. But what happens when the project is finished? Suddenly, you're left with a healed version of yourself, and honestly, you're total strangers. I don't know this person. What do they even do for fun? Historically, my Friday nights were reserved for crying over childhood wounds and drinking tea that tastes like dirt. It turns out that when you finally drop your baggage, your hands are completely empty. And for someone used to carrying 50 pounds of emotional luggage, empty hands just feel awkward, breaking up with your therapist and your trauma. There is a dirty little secret in the spiritual community. We get addicted to the fix. It's easy to get stuck in a loop of hunting for the next flaw to cure, the next chakra to realign, or the next past life to blame for our bad dating choices. We do this because staying in healing mode keeps us safe from the actual scariest part of the journey, actually living. Let's be real. True spiritual maturity is finally being so bored with your own bullshit that you decide to stop talking about it. It is officially time to turn the page. The chapter titled The Great Renovation is closed. The drywall is up, the paint is dry, and I'm confiscating my own hard hat. I'm over it, I'm retired. Emerging from the cave and returning to the nest. Let's chat about the aftermath of my spiritual adventure for a hot sec. When you're knee-deep in soul-searching, you practically go full-on hermit mode. It's like moving into a cave with boundaries so high they could rival the Great Wall. In this intense quest to find your zen, family bonds can feel the chill. You become distant. It's survival mode, folks. But lo and behold, the cave is now more dust than enlightenment. It's time to exit my spiritual bunker and return to my beloved munchkins, the ones I adore, but probably left hanging while I was busy psychoanalyzing the family tree. The heavy spiritual lifting is done. My mental fences are mended, and now it's time to show up, give them bear hugs, and relish their company without a storm cloud of processing looming over dinner. Presenting the upgraded, healed version of me here to stay forever and always. Asterisk leaping into the abyss of the blank page, send stacks, asterisk, asterisk. So, who am I now? Well, beats me. And for once, that's exactly the plan. The new, improved version of you isn't a dusty relic of past woes. It's a fresh canvas ready for a splash of vibrant life choices. Asterisk the squad. Asterisk, asterisk, we've swapped trauma bonding for actual bonding. If our friendship was glued with tales of our wild mothers, it's time to find a fun new hobby. I'm looking for pals who make me giggle, not just ones who want to dissect our astrological charts in the wee hours. Asterisk, the vibes. Asterisk, asterisk. At first, peace feels as exciting as watching paint dry when you're used to riding the chaos roller coaster. Adjusting to a chill nervous system is a wild ride in itself. Asterisk the future. Asterisk, asterisk. I can just exist. No endless to-do lists, no spiritual epiphanies every time I stub my toe, no decoding the universe in a poorly worded text. To anyone else in this odd, calm, post-healing limbo, kudos. We braved the dark night of the soul. Now let's discover who we are without the misery goggles on. We're in the thick of spiritual battles with no end in sight, serving the Most High, but hey, our battle tactics have had a makeover. I'm not battling for my healing anymore. I'm charging forward from my victory podium. So when you need me, you'll find me right where the big guy placed me, standing tall, decked out in spiritual armor, the internal renovation complete. Now let's roll up our sleeves and tackle the next mission. Amen. Loved this? Support the mission. If this word resonated with your spirit or just made you chuckle while you step out of your own spiritual cave, feel free to drop a little love in the offering plate. It keeps the coffee hot, the text sassy, and the babies fed while I work on the next piece. Buy me a coffee, support my work here. Reference materials and foundation. Thanks for being a part of my journey, and thanks for watching DPC.